for students who are wanting to go into this, just be aware that they're not always going to be ready for you when you get there. And that's just a hard reality of pre-testing, I think, especially if the office staff don't notify the testing or the pre-test site that you're going to be going, which is what happened to me. The man wasn't aware that I was going, but luckily I showed up early, so I called the office. They called Mr. Raul, and then he showed up. Then when he got there, they had to well, the plates weren't even prepped for me, so I grinded my own plates, which is fine. That's papitas compared to, like, the nerves of actually having to sit there and weld the test.
Yeah.
But it took forever because they were hand cut with a hand torch.
Okay.
So it was a little bit. It was just more taxing because I had to do all that work. So by the time I got to weld, I was just a little bit tired. I was like, okay. And my hands were shaky from the grinder, so it didn't help my stability when I started welding.
So in the welding industry, which is also the fabrication industry, steel fabrication, you have blueprints that you have to turn from a 2D into a real life object, right? And there is a criteria or a way of doing things if everything flows right. But you know how you've heard, like, if something can go wrong, it will.
Yeah.
That is very normal in the fabrication industry.
Yeah.
You have so many factors, and not all of them are gonna be where they should be. Okay, so, like, well, one of the machines is not working, so now you have to redo the process, how you're gonna be welding. So if you were supposed to finish in 1 hour, now it takes you 4. And all these factors, and it's very normal. You're gonna have to get used to getting the job done. Basically, you have an employer on one end. In this case,
Definitely.
it was for a pre-employment test, right? Saying, hey, we need this done, and then we got the end product, and we need it done.
Yeah.
So how we do it, at all times being safe about it, though, because you never want to cut corners either, where you're gonna put your safety at risk, right? But from there to getting it done, and that's specifically what I loved about welding. That just tell me what I need to do.
Yeah. That's what I like about it too.
So they would tell us, like, okay, so there's this project and we need to finish it in 12 hours. All right, get out of my way.